Any other person to be made host, Mataji, today?
Prabhuji, nobody is come for chanting, reciting yet, Prabhu.
Okay.
If they come, I'll tell you, Prabhu.
Okay. Anyone else want to chant today in the class?
Prabhuji is asking about reciting the shlokas. If anyone is familiar with chapter 8, you may please volunteer and do some service.
So this is chapter number 8 today. Okay, so the chapter name is Attaining the Supreme. So what we will be reading in this chapter, let's go into the chapter. Okay. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is the summary of chapter number 7.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry to interrupt. Chitra Subramanian Mataji is here, so she can. She would like to recite, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yeah. So in chapter number 7, we have read about 6 sections. Okay. So in sloka number 1 to 3, we have knowing Krishna in full by hearing about. So hearing process was glorified in this. The Takshinu, hear from me, Arjuna. Krishna was telling Takshinu. Then 7.4 to 12, knowing Krishna as the source of both the material and spiritual energy. So inferior energy is there, superior energy is there, and human beings, the soul, the living entity are the marginal energy. Okay. And 7.13 to 14, the 3 modes are controlled by the Krishna, therefore surrender. So all 3 modes are under Krishna. So when we are attaching ourselves to Krishna, then we are going above those 3 modes. Okay. Then 7.15 to 7.19, impious acts lacks knowledge and never surrender to Krishna. Pious develop knowledge and surrender. So 4 types of impious people, 4 types of pious people, both we have read. Then 7.20 to 7.25, others who have not knowledge. So the other people who do not have knowledge. Okay, so what they will do? They will surrender to demigod. They will become impersonalists. There are different things are there. Someone will follow the Devata, someone follow the Yaksha, Rakshasa, someone will follow the Bhuta. Okay, all those things. Then 7.26 to 30, the bewilderment of living entity and his freedom through knowledge of Krishna. Okay, so last shloka we have read, and from the last shloka I told you that Arjuna will be asking many questions. So now Arjuna is asking those questions. So this chapter will start with Arjuna's questions. Okay, so this is chapter number 8, small chapter from sloka 1 to sloka 28. So in this chapter, 1 to 4 sloka, that is Krishna's answer to Arjuna's question. So what is the Arjuna's question and what are the Krishna's answer? We'll read about that. In section number 2, from 8.5 to 8.8, remembering Krishna at the time of death. So this is the very important concept, that what is the perfection of life? What is the perfection of life? The life we are living. What is the perfection, and what is the art of leaving this body? How we should leave this body? So that thing we'll discussing in the section number 2. And then section number 3, remembering Krishna through the practice. Okay, so Krishna tells by practice it is possible to remember Krishna at the time of death. So in section 3, we'll read about those things. And section 4, pure devotional service. So how to remember Krishna through pure devotional service. Earlier from 9 to 13 was through the Ashtanga Yogi. So Ashtanga Yogi also tried to remember Krishna, and the Bhakti Yogi also tried to remember Krishna. So in the section number 3, that 9 to 13, we'll see practice through the meditation, and in 14 to 16 we'll see through the Bhakti, and 17 to 22 comparing the material world and spiritual world. So two types of world. So the person who follow Bhakti do not return to this material world. So now Krishna will be describing in this section about the material world and the spiritual world. And in section number 6, that is 23 to 28, the supremacy of devotion in attaining the supreme. Okay, so these of total, these are the 6 the chapters, the sections are there for this. Okay, so we'll try to finish this in 1.5 hours. So be with me, and then you can read the chapter in the next week. Okay. Yes. Then section number 1 to 4, Krishna's answer to Arjuna's questions. Okay, so now Arjuna is asking, Krishna will be answering. Arjuna inquired, "Oh my Lord, oh Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is self? What are the fruitive activity? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me." So these are the questions of Arjuna. What is Brahman? What is self? What is fruitive activity? What is material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain to me. How does this Lord of sacrifice live in the body, and which part does he live, O Madhusudana? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? My screen is not moving. Okay.
We can't see the presentation, Prabhu, if you're displaying it.
Is it now, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah. So Arjuna's question is, "Oh my Lord, oh Supreme Person, what is Brahman?" So question is Brahman. What is self? What are the fruitive activity? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain to me. Okay. How does this Lord of sacrifice live in the body, and which part does he live? So where does he live, and how does he live? Okay. Oh Madhusudana. What is the meaning of Madhusudana? Madhu was a demon. So Madhu, Krishna killed the demon. So Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Madhusudana, means you have killed the Madhu demon, and these doubts which is arising in me is also like a demon. So you kill these doubts also. Okay. And here also Arjuna is inquiring, "Oh my Lord, oh Supreme Person." So he's inquiring the Supreme Person. So what is the meaning? Why Krishna is addressed as the Supreme Person? Because Arjuna is asking the questions, and these questions are very normal person it's very difficult to answer. Okay, so he's asking the Supreme Person. So he's addressing the Supreme Lord as the Supreme Person. Okay. How can those engaged in the devotional service know you at the time of death? So these are the 8 questions. So tabular format, we'll also see what are these 8 questions. So these are the 8 questions. Okay. So these are the questions which Arjuna asked. These are the 8 questions, and these are the answers given by Arjuna. Okay, given by Krishna. So what is Brahman? So Krishna, first question is, what is Brahman? Okay, so Krishna is saying the answers we'll also see when when Krishna is giving the answers. Then we'll see. So just see the question part. We'll see the answer part later when we'll read the sloka. So what is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? Okay. What is karma? What is Adibhuta? What is Adideva? What is Adi Yajna? Where does the Adi Yajna resides, and how to remember Krishna at the time of death? So these are the 8 questions given asked by Arjuna. So now Krishna will start answering. So Hare Krishna Mataji, can you read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Svabhavodhyatmam Uchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhava Karo Visarga Karma Sanjitaga
So Krishna is saying, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Sri Bhagavan is saying, Akshara Brahma Paramam. So the word here is used is Akshara. So what is Brahma? Brahma is an Akshara thing. Okay, that this Brahma is indestructible. Okay, Brahma Paramam. So these are the eternal. Paramam means eternal thing. Okay, Paramam, the oldest thing, eternal thing. So that is the Akshara Brahma Paramam. So this Brahma, let's read here, the indestructible and transcendental living entity is called the Brahman. Okay, so the word here is indestructible. So this living entity is indestructible and it is called Brahma, and is also Paramam. Then Swabhava Adhyatma Uchyate, and his Swabhava, his nature is called Adhyatma. Okay, Adya Atma. The Atma, the nature of Atma is called Adhyatma. So what is the nature of Atma? What is nature of Atma? Atma is a part and parcel of Krishna. Okay, means he is a he is a server of Krishna. He is in the he is inferior to Krishna. He is server to Krishna. Krishna is his master. Okay, so that is the Adhyatma. That is the Adhyatma. Okay, so that is called Adhyatma. And Swabhav, his Swabhav is to be servant of Krishna. So his Swabhav is called Adhyatma. Swabhava Adhyatma Uchyate. Okay, so these are the things. So the Supreme Lord said the indestructible transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Self, that is Adhyatma. Action pertaining to the development of this material body is called karma or fruitive activity. What is the fruitive activity? What is karma? The action which we are doing for this material body are called karma, and this karma will cause bondage within us. Okay, so this is the thing. So Atma is there within each body. It is moving from one part to another, one body to another, one body to, it's continuously changing the body. Okay, this body is also changing. After death also one body changing. So it is continuously changing the body. Okay, so this is the thing. It is continuously changing the body. But the eternal, the thing which is inside, the thing which is Brahma, okay, that is eternal, that is not changing. And one other Brahma is there, that is called Param Brahma. Okay, the Supreme Self, it's, the Supreme Lord, it's called Param Brahma, and we are also Brahma. Quality is same, quantity is different. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Adibhutam Ksharo Bhavagha Purushachadhiदैवतम् Adiyajyohamevatra Dehe Deha Vritamara.
Adibhutam Sharo Bhava. So in the last slide we have read that the Brahman is indestructible. But again, Krishna is saying Adibhutam Sharo Bhava. Sharo means destructible. So there is contrast between them. Okay, so the Brahman was indestructible, and this Adibhutam, that is this nature. Adibhutam means this nature. Okay, the physical nature which we are seeing around, that is Sharo. So everything is Sharo here. Sharo means that is destructible. So whatever thing is there, they are going toward their destruction. They are coming toward their destruction. So every time it is changing. It is not like constant. Only one thing is in this world, whole planetary system is constant. That is not changing. That Krishna already told, that is indestructible. Okay, that is not changing. And that thing is called Brahman. Okay, that is the Atma. So the living entity is not changing. But the body, the physical nature, whatever things we are seeing, that is always changing. So that is called Adi Bhutam Sharo Bhava. So Sharo means it is destructible. It is changing. So the meaning is physical nature is known to be endlessly mutable. So it is changing every time. The universe is the cosmic form of the supreme form, and the Adi and the Adi Devam. Okay, Adi Devam is the universal form of the supreme. Is called Adi Devam, and I am the Lord represented as the supreme soul. So who is the Adi Yajna? The supreme soul is the Adi Yajna. Means every yajna is dedicated to him. So Adi Yajna is the supreme soul, and where the supreme soul lives, supreme soul lives in the heart. Okay. And dwelling in the heart of every embodied being. So in the Paramatma form, Krishna is with us and he is in the heart. Okay, so that is the meaning. So the physical nature is Adi Bhutam. Adi Devam is the universal form of the Lord. Okay, and he is residing in the Adi Yajna is the Krishna only, and he is residing in our heart. So these are the 7 questions till now. And then the last question. So what is the last question? How to remember Krishna, you at the time of death. So Arjuna was asking how Krishna we can remember you at the time of death. So remembering Krishna at the time of death, this is the section number 2. So one attains whatever one remembers at the time of death. So it is very important. That art of living, all of us should know how to remember Krishna at the time of death. Why it is important? Because whatever things we are remembering at the time of death, we will attain that nature in the next time. So many species are there. 84 like species are there, and very minute difference many have. Okay, 40 lakh species of this. 4 lakh species are of human only. 84 are there out of that 4 lakh of human only. Okay, so many minute differences are there, and Krishna will give the body according to our desire. So very minute difference on the desire, we get different body. That is the thing. So whatever the thinking we have, to fulfill that thinking, Krishna will give the best body we have. Okay, according to our karma, we'll get desire at the time of death. Okay, according to whatever things we have done at the full life, we will get the thinking of those things at the time of death, and according to that, next life will get, next body will get according to that. Whatever thinking we have, whatever whatever things we are remembering at the time of death, though according to that, the best body which Krishna thinks that we can fulfill that desire, he will give us. Okay, so that is the thing. So one attains whatever one remembers at the time of death. Okay, Krishna recommends Arjuna to undeviatedly meditate on him and dedicate his activity to him and thus attain him. So let's go to the section, then we'll know. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Antakale cha mamev smaranam yuktva kalevaram yaga prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra sanshayah.
Krishna is saying, Antakale cha mam eva smar mukta kalevaram. Antakale means at the time of death. Cha mam eva. Eva means only. Okay, mam eva. Smaran muktva kalevaram. Kalevaram is the body. Smaran muktva. By remembering, when we are leaving this body at the antakal, then what happens? Ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra sansaya. There is no sansaya that person will attain my nature. Okay, so that is the thing. So the person who remember Krishna at the time of death, Krishna is saying he will definitely attain my nature. He will definitely come to me. So that is the thing which is Krishna is saying. So, and whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attain my nature. Of this there is no doubt. Okay, na atra sansaya. There is no sansaya in this part, that whoever remembers Krishna at the time of death will attain Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. So this is the example. Okay, what is this example? This is Bhishma Maharaj lying on the deathbed. So he has a boon that whenever he wants, he can leave this body. He can leave this body. Okay, so he has the boon. So what is the best way to leave this planet is remember Krishna at that time. Okay, but this fellow, the Bhishma Maharaj, has Krishna himself in front of him. He is surrounded by the devotee. Narad Maharaj is there. Vyas Dev is there. All the Pandavas are there. Great devotee of Krishna is there. Krishna himself is there in front of him. Okay, so this is the ideal type of death one should. This is the ideal type of death we should all try to get. Okay, so this is the ideal type of death, because Krishna himself in front of him. Okay, and he is surrounded by the devotee. So that is the thing. Then he will be certainly remembering Krishna at that time. And can you tell me where he went? There is no sansaya that he went. Now I want to hear from you where he went.
Goloka Vaikunta Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Goloka Vaikunta. He went to Krishna. Okay, so he is in front of Krishna, seeing Krishna, surrounded by the devotee. Great devotees are there. Narad Muni is there. Vyasadeva is there. They are surrounding and they are glorifying Krishna. Okay, so that is the ideal type of death we should all try to get. Okay, so that is the thing we should strive for. But how to remember Krishna at the time of death? Okay, so there is one sloka from Mahabharata. Mataji, can you read?
Aganyahani bhutani gacchanti gayamalayam sheshastavaram icchanti kim ashrayam ataparam.
So what is Ascharya? Param Ascharya. What is the Ascharyam? Okay, what is the Param Ascharyam? This is Yudhishthira Maharaj. He is asked by one Yaksha. The story is there that he was going to take water. All of his brother fainted because they were also asked one question by Yaksha and they didn't give answer correctly. Now it is turn from the Yudhishthira Maharaj. He came and Yaksha asked the same question to him. What is the greatest Ascharya in this world? What is the greatest Ascharya? Okay. So if Yudhishthira Maharaj gives strong answer, then he will also meet the same fate the other brothers have made. And if he gives the correct answer, then he will get the water. Others he can have other brothers also. Okay. So the answer given by Yudhishthira Maharaj, that what is the greatest Ascharya of this world? So the answer is hundreds and thousands of living entity meet death at every moment. So many people are there who are dying every moment. Every moment you will see. If you go to a hospital, there is death. ICU, go there, go in the ICU. If busy ICU is there, there will be death. Okay, every moment every day there will be 5-6 death. And road traffic accident we are seeing every day there is death. Home also we are seeing many days, many death is there. So every moment there is hundreds and thousands of living entity meeting death at every moment. But a fullest living being nonetheless think himself deathless and does not prepare for the death. We are like foolish people. We are seeing them dying and we are not preparing ourselves for the death. So that is the thing. So if I tell you that the death is there, now let's finish it, then we'll take the example. Okay, deathless and does not prepare for death. This is the most wonderful thing in this world. Okay, so this is the most wonderful thing. So we have seen our parents dying. Okay, our parents have died. Okay, our grandparents have died. Many people have seen that the grandparents are there. They have accumulated so much money. They have accumulated so much wealth. They have accumulated so much land. Okay, but at the time of death, nothing went with them. But what we are doing, we are just same thing we are doing. What we are doing, same thing we are doing. We are also accumulating all our money. We are accumulating land. We are accumulating all things. We are accumulating. What is the use of that? What is the use of that? We'll have the same fate which our grandparents meant. We know this fact. Still, we are not preparing ourselves for the death. That is the most acharyajanak thing, which is Yudhishthira Maharaj has told to the Yaksha, and Yaksha was very satisfied. Yes, this is the true thing. Okay, that we are not preparing. We are seeing all person dying in front of us, but we are not preparing. We see that the other person are dying and what fate they are meeting, but we are not preparing ourselves for the death. So that is the greatest Ascharya. This can be the greatest Ascharya. Okay.
Yam yam vapi smarana bhavam त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरम tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha.
So again, Krishna is saying, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail. So whatever thing you are remembering at the time of death, that state you will attain for certain. Okay. So again, Krishna is saying, Natri Sansya, in the last slide Krishna was telling, and again he is saying, attains without fail. Okay. So it is like the rules of nature. Okay, that it will happen, it is bound to happen, and whatever thing is there, thinking is there, will get the body according to that. You can see this Bharat Maharaj is there when he was dying. Okay, the deer, the baby deer was there. She was licking the face of Bharat Maharaj. Okay, she was licking the face of Bharat Maharaj, and he was remembering the deer only, how the deer will survive, how the deer will be there. Now next life he become deer. We are also like same. We are dying. Our relatives are in front of us. Okay, they are crying. Okay, what state? In that state, what state we will attain next life? That is certain. that we are not going to attain some higher stage if we are remembering all those things. Okay, so the thing is there that we should remember Krishna at the time of death. Okay, so the analogy here is, so this story all of you know, that Bharat Maharaj he left the Rajpat. He was a king of Bharat. Okay, he left the Rajpat at the age of 24. He went to the jungle. He started meditating, and one incident happened, and he adopted the baby deer. And after that, he was too attached to the baby deer. And the time of death, baby deer was there, and she was so attached to to Bharat Maharaj that she was licking the face of Bharat Maharaj. Next life, Bharat Maharaj become a deer. So that is the thing. So the analogy here is the death is an exam. Okay, death, the exam is there, and question paper we already have that we are going to die, and the question paper is we should remember Krishna at that time. Okay, exam is there, death. Question paper is there, we should remember Krishna at the time of death. Now thing is, we all want to pass the exam. Okay, we want to go to Goloka, we want to remember, we want to attain Krishna Loka, we want to associate with Krishna there. Okay, so that is the thing. So Krishna has already told, okay, you pass this exam, you come back to me. That is the thing. All of us want to pass the exam. All of us. Okay, we have the paper, we have the question paper. Okay, so now the question paper is the how to remember Krishna at the time of death. Okay, so that was the question paper. Same question. Question is leaked by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, question has been leaked that whoever remember me at the time of death will attain. Okay, now the question is, the time of death is not certain. The time of exam is not certain. It may happen in the next 1 day. It may happen next 7 days. It may happen next month. It may happen after 10 years. It may happen in the next moment also. It may happen in 10 minutes also. Okay. So exam paper we have, question we have. Okay, how to do, how to pass the exam? We don't know the time. So how to pass the exam? So that is the thing. What we should do? What we should do now? So what we should do now? If we remember, if we know that exam paper is there, exam is coming, and maybe next 10 minutes we only have next 10 minutes. What we should do? What we should do?
We should keep practicing and keep chanting Lord's name so that at the time of death also, only with Krishna's mercy, we are able to think of him.
Yes, yes. So we should start preparing from now. So that is the answer. We should start preparing from now. If I tell you one important exam is there and you have to pass the exam, and next 10 days you have the exam, you will start preparing from now. But if I am telling you that there is no time, any time it can happen, the exam is very important, you want to pass the exam is very important, you will start preparing from now. Okay, so try to remember Krishna from now. That is the thing. Remember Krishna from now. Okay, so that is the thing. Yeah, and one more thing is there. Parikshit Maharaj example is there. He knew that after 7 days he is going to die. His death is coming. That after 7 days the snake is going to come and he is going to bite and he is going to die. Okay, so he was searching what to do, what to do. He was searching everywhere. What to do? What should I do now? I have only 7 days left. What should I do now so that my life is perfect? What should I do now? Okay. Then he was searching. He was meeting every great Rishi Munis. He was searching for the answer, but no one was giving the perfect answer. Then he met Sukadeva Goswami. Okay, Sukadeva Goswami said, only way to perfect your life is to remember Krishna at the time of death. And how to remember Krishna? You have 7 days. Start remembering Krishna from now. So he started. Then he surrendered to Sukadeva Goswami, and so he told that I want to listen Bhagavatam. The glories of Bhagavad Gita, glories of Bhagavatam, glories of devotee, glories Leela, Krishna Leela from you. Okay, and Sukadeva Goswami started glorifying Krishna from that moment, without eating, without sleeping. Both were like that, without eating, without sleeping. They were doing remembering Krishna. They are glorifying Krishna. Parikshit Maharaj was hearing about Krishna. Okay, So that way he attained after 7 days. That way he attained, the snake came, he bite Parikshit Maharaj, and then Parikshit Maharaj remembered Krishna at the time of death, and he went to Krishna Loka. So that is the thing. Parikshit Maharaj knew the 7 day, after 7 days he has death, and he remembered Krishna. We don't know when is the time of death. So, and the answer Sukhdev Goswami already gave, that you should start preparing from now. After 7 days you have death, start preparing from now. The same applies to us. We can start prepare from now. So that is the thing. Okay. One question we have in the chat box: one attains the same body, whatever he thinks while dying. Okay. What about bondages? Suppose if a person thinks of his son, a daughter, or mother, or any, then he will be, how he will be born. So what is the consciousness he has at that time? If he is too attached to the house, if he is too attached, to the house, he may become a dog in front of the house next life. If he is too attached to the his room, he may become a rat in his room, like that. So whatever best thing he will be attached to, that he may become anything, if he is too attached to those person, he will become like that. So many varieties are there. 84 lakh species are there. Krishna has made 84 lakh species, and according to our desires, subtle difference between the desire, and subtle difference between the bodies will get. Okay, so many bodies the Krishna have, 84 lakh. Okay, and we'll get according to that. So whatever thing is there, we will get. Whatever desires we have, whatever attachment, bondage, all those things, Krishna will take care. Nothing like that. He will take care, and we'll get body according to that. If you're too attached to our house, okay, so Prabhupada was given one example. One merchant was there, okay, in Kolkata. He was a very famous merchant. When he was dying, he was thinking that that person I have taken money, that person I have to give money. How is my factory is there? How the things are going there? Prabhupada then right. After that, he must have become rat in his own factory. Okay, so that is the thing. That kind of attachment. What is the use of that attachment? Okay, we are taking birth like a rat in our factory only. We are too attached. Go and live in the factory only. Become a rat. Okay, so that is the thing. So Prabhupada is giving the example of rat. So many different kind of species are. We can become innumerable, like so many species. Human cannot count also that those species, 84 lakh species. Those, so too many species are there. Okay, the best thing, remember Krishna at the time of death. Go to Krishna Loka. So that is the thing. Okay. One more thing that many people ask, that Prabhuji, devotees also suffer. They also suffer. They have all the sufferings which other persons are having. They also suffer. So how do you think that they are suffering? Devotees should not suffer, because they are surrendering to Lord. They are surrendered to Lord. They should not suffer. Okay, so like that, many people questions. So the answer you can think is that exam is there. Final exam is there. You have to pass the exam. So the exam, that exam is big exam, very painful state. Okay, the death is very painful state, big exam. So you directly want to appear that exam, or you want small little bit smaller exams also in your life, so that you can prepare better. You can see, you can test yourself. Okay, now a big problem is coming, and if I am remembering Krishna in this problem, I can prepare me better. I can prepare myself better. Okay, so that is the thing. So this is the consciousness which devotee have. They always remember Krishna. Okay, and then the distress, they will remember Krishna more. That is the thing. So if body is there, body have 4 problems. Always body will have 4 problems. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. If body is there, any person has taken the body, this material body, this 4 problem will be there. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So, but a devotee do not bewilder, because he know that Krishna is testing, because at the time of death, if he appears directly, if whole life he is sitting in AC, and at the time of death, he is in the hot and humid climate, okay, he won't remember Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. So if we are having practice throughout the life, we can remember Krishna at the time of death easily. If you are not practicing, it is very difficult to remember Krishna at the time of death. Okay, so that is the yes, Mataji.
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu manusmara yudhya cha mayarpitamano buddhir mame vaish asya asamshayaga.
So there is also again Krishna saying asamsaya. There is no sansaya. What is there? Tasmat sarvesu kaleshu. Sarvesu kaleshu means every time. So what is that we have already discussed how to remember Krishna. So Krishna is saying sarvesu kaleshu, all time. Okay. Tasmat sarvesu kaleshu mam matlab me. Anushmara means remember, and yuddha cha, and do your yuddha also. So every time you remember me, and every time do your duty also. So Krishna is saying anusmara and yuddha, both anusmara and yuddha. Okay. So whatever duty you have, you do that duty also. If a person, if a lady is there, she is handling the house, she is handling the kids, so that is her duty. So she should handle the child. Okay. The best way is to raise the children as Krishna conscious. That will, if she is doing the duty also, she will remember Krishna. So he changing his duty, her duty, to Krishna conscious activity. Okay. So that way she can do, and she should remember Krishna also. So both things are there. Yuddha and Anushmara, both Krishna is saying. So we should do the both things. Okay. There is myth that people who are reading Bhagavad Gita, they will leave all the work. Okay. So this is not like that. Krishna is clearly saying you should do your yuddha, you should also remember Krishna. So both you should do. Okay. And when you should do sarveshu kaleshu, then you will be able to attain my nature. Then you will be able to attain. Then you will be able to remember me at the time of death. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in form of Krishna at the time, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activity dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. Okay, so there is no doubt that your activity, whatever activity you are doing dedicated to me, and your mind, you Anushmara, remember me. Okay, mind. Anushmara, you do remembering, an activity you do, and dedicate the fruits to me. In this way, you will come to me without fail. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanya paramam purusham divyam yati partanu chintayan.
He who meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path. O son of Pritha, is sure to reach me. Okay, so the thing is, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me. Okay, Abhyas yoga. So that is called Abhyasa. Abhyasa means repeating the same thing which we have learned. Okay, so that is called Abhyasa. Whole life we should do Abhyasa of remembering Krishna. Every work we are doing, we should attach Krishna in that work, and we should remember Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing we can do. So, repetition from 8.8 and 8.7, same thing. Importance of remembering Krishna was there. Okay, so whatever the importance, refutes inactivity. Krishna is saying you should do Abhyasa, you should do the Yuddha, and you should also remember me. So inactivity is refute. Activity we should all have. We all should have activity. So this refute the need to give up the prescribed duty to remember Krishna. So some people may say that I should leave the prescribed duty and I should remember Krishna. But this is not what Krishna is saying. You should do your yuddha. You should also remember me. How to think of Krishna in practical life? Constant thinking of Supreme Lord in any of his feature is possible by chanting Hare Krishna. So chant Hare Krishna. Remember Krishna at that time. Every time, whatever you think you are doing, you can think Krishna. You can engage your tongue in Krishna's service. That is remembering Krishna, chanting about Krishna. Then your ear will also be hearing about Krishna. So tongue and ear both are engaged. Okay, like that. Do take Krishna prasadam. Your tongue is engaged, your belly is engaged. Okay, gradually you will become Krishna conscious that way. Practice is purifying, and at the end of life, one transfer to the kingdom of God. So how to thank Krishna at the time? This is the practical thing. Okay. Most effective way to remember Krishna is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What is the benefit? Revival of memory of Krishna, ear, tongue, and minds are engaged. Attain Supreme Lord with his and his planet. Analogy is caterpillar to the butterfly. So when caterpillar stage is there, caterpillar is seeing the butterfly. He want to become a butterfly, and gradually what happens? Changes occurs in his body, and he will become butterfly. So that is the thing. He's constantly thinking about his life in the butterfly stage. Okay, he's seeing around and seeing the butterfly, beautiful butterfly. He want to become that, and gradually he will become that. So that is the thing. This is the analogy. Okay. Then importance of Purusha. Lord is the real enjoyer, confirms Lord as a Purusha. So Lord is a person. Many people think that Lord is a impersonal Brahma Jyoti only. Okay. And impersonal Brahma Jyoti, there is very hard to love. Okay. If I tell you, acha, one light, imagine one light and try to love that light. Very difficult. If I'm telling you, okay, one person is there, his name is like this, his form is like this, and when he do Leela, that very Leela is very nice. Okay, and he is very nice person. When you see him, you will become attracted. All those things. If I'm describing about Krishna, it is very easy to remember Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. So in a personal form, it is very easy to remember Krishna. Krishna also confirmed that impersonal Brahman form, impersonal Brahman way is very difficult. Though they will attain Krishna only, but it is very difficult. That path is very difficult. Fall down chances are very high on that part. Okay. Now section number 3, remembering Krishna through the meditation. So Ashtanga Yogi. So most of you can will see how the Ashtanga Yogi will remember Krishna. So by meditating on Krishna and his qualities, and by practicing Yoga Mishra Bhakti, one can think of Supreme Personality of Godhead when quitting his body and reach the spiritual planet. They can also remember Krishna. Okay. So how this is the form to remember Krishna, how they remember. Yes, Mataji.
Kavim Puranam Manushasitaram Anohoraniyam Samanusparedya Sarvasya Datar Achintyam Marupat Aditya Varnam Tamasah Purastat.
So Krishna, in which form Krishna should we remember? Kavim Purana Manushasitaram. Kavim means the person who knows everything. Kavi. Okay. So Krishna is like a Kavi. He is knowing everything. Puranam means he is the oldest person. He is the most Purana person. Okay. He is the oldest person. That is called Puranam. Anushasitaram. Okay. He is the controller. Anushashit. He is making all of them. Anusha, disciplined. So he is controller of everything. Okay. Anorani aniyam sam. Okay. So anor means anu, means smallest thing. So he is smaller than the smallest. Okay. Anusmarediyah. Sarvasya dhataram. He is the maintainer of everything. Okay. Sarvasya dhataram. So he is the maintainer of everything. Achinta rupam. Achinta means inconceivable. Okay. He is smaller than the smallest also. And he is sarvat dhataram. He is maintaining all also. All the planetary system, all of the thing. How is he maintaining? If he is smaller than the anu also, he is smaller than the atom also. So this is called achintya. So we cannot think, inconceivable. We cannot think what Krishna can do. Krishna can be small also, Krishna can be big also, Krishna can be in the Goloka also, very far. Krishna can be in our heart also, very near. Okay. So that is the thing. That is called inconceivable. We cannot think about Krishna, what Leela he can do, what thing he can do. That is the thing. He is achintya. He is rupam. He has personal form also. This personal form, Bhagavatam describes personal form of Krishna. He is wearing the yellow pitambra. He has one flute. He has more pankha in his head. His varna is sham color. He is surrounded by the devotee. Okay. So this is the description in the Bhagavatam. Okay. So he has rupam, personal rupa. Aditya varnam. He is a varna. He is luminous like a sun. Aditya is sun. So he is luminous like a sun. Aditya varnam. Tamsa parastat. Okay. So in this form, we should remember Krishna. So that is what Krishna is telling. One should meditate upon the Supreme Personal as one who knows everything. Kavim. And he who is the oldest, he is the controller. He is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of the everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, that is achintya, and who is always a person, rupam. He is luminous like the sun, aditya varnam, being transcendental, and is beyond his material nature. Okay. So this is what we can remember Krishna in this way. Okay. Different words, different meaning, all explained here. So you can see Brahmaji is sitting in a Brahmaloka, surrounded by the devotee, glorifying the Supreme Person. He is glorifying the Vishnu. You can see he is meditating upon the Vishnu. Now all the people, they are listening, and Shivji is also there, so he is also listening. Okay. Next picture, Shivji in Kailash Loka, and Parvati Maya is there. Okay, and he is meditating upon the Supreme Lord, Krishna Lord, and he is glorifying Krishna. Bhagavatam story. Okay, so every time he is remembering Krishna, and the association, Krishna is the Shivji's association, Parvati Ma and all the devotees, they are in great happiness. Okay, so this is the thing they are doing. What is they doing? Remembering Krishna, constant remembrance. Okay, so that is the thing Krishna is asking us to do, and the great devotee of Krishna, that is Shivji, Brahmaji, all are remembering. Okay, so that is the thing.
प्रयाण काले मनसा चलेन भक्त्या युक्तो योग बलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणमावेश सम्यक् सततं परं पुरुषम् उपैति दिव्यम्.
So this is what the yogi does. Okay, that the Ashtanga yogi, one who at the time of death fixes his life hair between the eyebrows. So between the eyebrow, his life hair is fixing, and by strength of yoga with an undivided mind, senses engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion, will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is what Ashtanga yogi does. They are focusing the life hair between the eyebrows and all the things which is described. Okay, again it's described. Person who are learned with Veda, who utter Omkara, and who are great sages in rounds order, enter into the Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practice celibacy. I shall now briefly explain to you this process by me. So meditation, Krishna is explaining. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all sensual engagement. Okay, detaching, closing all the doors of senses and fixing the mind on the heart and life hair at the top of the head. One establishes himself in the yoga. So this is the way yogi establishing himself in the yoga. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letter, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planet. So this is what the yogi does. They will try to meditate on Krishna. They will try to do meditation. They will be thinking about Krishna. Okay, so all those things, they will sacred syllables, they will be chanting. So these things a yogi does. So this is what is described here. Raises his life hair to Agnya Chakra. So this is in the 8.10. Then chantes Om, renounces sense gratification, fixes mind with the heart. So this is what Yoga Mixture Bhakti, that is Ashtanga Yogi, what they are doing. Okay, they are trying to meditate on Krishna in this way. So Krishna in the 13, it is also said that the impersonalists, they will merge into impersonal Brahman. The devotee, what they will do? See, they will attain to Krishna Loka. So chanting Om, the impersonal Brahman, all are coming to Krishna, from Krishna only. So this is the thing. Okay, but the devotee attains Krishna Loka because destination of devotee is innumerable Vaikuntha planets. So they will go to Vaikuntha Loka. Okay. Then section number 4, pure devotional service, how to remember Krishna through bhakti. Now we have read about the Ashtanga Yogi, how they remember. Okay, and now we read about the bhakti. By constant engagement in the devotional service, one who undeviatingly remembers Krishna easily attains the Lord's abode, far from this miserable material world. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityashagha tasyaham sulabhav partha nityayuktasya yoginaha.
So Krishna is saying attaining Krishna is sulabha, very easy. Okay, very easily you can attain me. How? So this is what Krishna is saying. Ananya chetasa satsam. Okay. So one who always remember me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pratha, because of his constant engagement in the devotional service. So he is engaging himself in devotional service only. So he is remembering Krishna all the time. So when the time of death comes, he will remember Krishna, obviously. So that is the thing. So one is who is remembering Krishna, and the remembering Krishna is constant remembering Krishna. It is not like that one day they have remembered, one time they have remembered, next time they will forget. Constantly they are remembering. How we can do that? Chanting we are doing. Okay, chanting we are doing, that time we are remembering. But daily activity, what about the daily activity? And at the time of daily activity, we are not able to remember Krishna. So how to remember Krishna at that time? So the thing is, answer is, we should include Krishna in all those activity also. Okay, so normal person, whatever things they are doing, they can include Krishna on that. Okay, we are cleaning the house. Okay, in our house Krishna lives. Yes, if our house will be clean, Krishna will be very satisfied. Krishna will be pleased. Okay, so I will clean the house as much clean I can do, so that Krishna will be very, very happy. I will cook the food in such a way that Krishna will eat this food and Krishna will be very, very happy. So Krishna is going to eat this food. So I will make this food as much as tasty as possible, because Krishna himself will be eating this food. Okay. So these things, normal activity, if you are engaging Krishna, including Krishna in that, it is, and then we can remember Krishna always. Okay. So that is the thing. Try to do services. Services. If we do services, if we do any Vaishnav seva, if Vaishnav is there, we are serving the Vaishnav, then this is also a very great way to advance in the spiritual life. So when we see Vaishnava, different types of Vaishnava we see, whenever we are going to temple, different Vaishnavas, there are many devotees are coming. Okay, many devotees are doing the classes, chapter 1, chapter 2, level 1, level 2, level 3. Many devotees are there. So we should try to serve them. And by serving them, it is very easy to advance in Krishna consciousness. Okay, so that is the thing.
Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam. So Krishna is saying, Mam upetya punarjanma. After attaining me, punarjanma, there is no punarjanma. Where? Dukkhalayam shashvatam. So Krishna is not telling this material world. Krishna is using the word dukkhalayam shashvatam for this material world. Okay. So Krishna is telling that this world is a dukkhalayam shashvatam. What is the meaning of dukkhalayam shashvatam? Dukkhalaya means the place where you will get only misery, only dukkha. Okay, nothing else. Only dukkha you will get here. So that's why it is called dukkhalayam. Krishna is not directly saying this material world. Krishna is instead using the word dukkhalayam shashvatam. Dukkhalayam, here you will get always the misery only. You will be searching for the happiness, you won't get the happiness. Because why you won't get happiness? Because this is also ashashvatam. This is temporary. This world is temporary. Whatever happiness also you are getting, that will also be temporary. Okay, and this world is full of misery. Miseries will be there, happiness will be very, very small time frame. Okay, like a temporary, and this world is also temporary. Okay, so that is the thing. So Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam. If you attain my abode, you won't come back to this dukkhalayam shashvatam world. Okay. So after attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in the devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. Okay, so the great yogi, they know how to attain the perfection by remembering Krishna. So this is the thing. They are remembering Krishna at the time. Okay, from the highest planet to the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death take place. So there are repeated birth and death taking place, and all these highest planets, Brahma Loka to the Patal Loka, all are full of miseries. There is no happiness there. Okay, but one who attains to my abode, so there is one abode is there which is different from this material abode, and that abode is Krishna Loka. So Krishna is saying, one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. So they won't come back to this birth again. So in the earth there is war, heaven there is war, hell there is war, everywhere pain is there. Only place where no pain is there, that is non-material world, that is Krishna world. Okay. Section 5. comparing the material and spiritual world. So now Krishna has told that there is different world than this material world, and how Krishna is describing those worlds. Let's read. Material world is continually being created and destroyed. So this material is temporary. Beyond this ocean of creation and destruction lies Krishna's abode. So Krishna's abode is there, which is not getting destructed. Is not coming to this created and destroyed. That is not being done. Okay, where he is present and can be attained only by unalloyed devotion to him. Okay, so this is the thing. By human calculation, 1,000 age is taken together from the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is duration of his night. So that is called kalpa. Brahma's one day is called kalpa, and Brahma's one night is also a kalpa, and his life is 100 years. Okay, one kalpa is very, very big time. At the beginning of Brahma's days, all living entities become manifest from the unmanifest state, and thereafter, when the night falls, they are merged into the unmanifest again. So they are manifested, unmanifested, manifested, unmanifested, according to the Brahma's day and night. When day is there, they are manifested. When night is there, they are annihilated. Okay. Again and again, when Brahma days arrive, all living entities come into being, and with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Okay, so Brahma's day is there, and Brahma's night there. So Brahma's day, at the beginning of Brahma's day, all living entities become manifested from the unmanifested state. Brahma's night, at the night of Brahma, they are merged into the unmanifested again. So this is the cycle. They are continuously going on. Yes, Mataji, one sloka is there in the side.
Sanatanaga yaksa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsuna vinashyati.
Yet there is another nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. So Krishna is describing his world, that this world, this material world is being annihilated and created, but there is another world which is beyond this world, beyond this creation and destruction. That world is my world. Okay. That which is the Vedanta is described as unmanifested and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which having attained it one never returns, that is my supreme abode. Okay, that place where one goes and never attain and come back, that place is called the supreme abode. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attained by unalloyed devotion. Okay, so to attain Krishna is very, very easy. We just have to do the devotional service. Okay, many persons we are doing the devotional service. We are trying to serve, not devotional service. We are trying to serve. We are trying to serve to our bosses. Okay, in the companies, we are trying to serve the bosses. We are trying to serve our housemates. Okay, so serving is our nature. We just have to include Krishna in that serving. If you are including Krishna, it is very easy. So serving is our nature. So we should serve the correct thing. And if we are serving the correct person, then what will happen? We'll go back to that person. We'll go back to Krishna. If you're serving Krishna, then we will go back to Krishna. So serving, already our nature is there serving. We just have to include Krishna in that serving. So that is just the thing which we need. Okay. The Supreme Personality of God, who is greater than all, is attained by unalloyed devotion. Although he is present in his abode, he is all pervading and everything is situated within him. Okay. So description is there. So absolute nature, Krishna's abode is non-different from him. Krishna's nature, Krishna's abode, both are same. Okay. Eternal, free from the birth and death. That is free from the birth and death. Krishna is superior energy. That is infallible. What is infallible? Krishna doesn't change. Like we can change. We can say something in one day, second day we can say to other thing to that person. Same person, we can say different thing. But Krishna is never changing. If he is saying anything, that is 100% final. And if he is adding that there is no doubt, asanshaya, then it is 200% correct. Okay, 100% he told that it is he told, then he is correct. Okay, this is infallible nature of Krishna. Okay, unlimited bliss, opposed to the material world, which is full of misery. Okay, their bliss is there, unlimited, fulfills all the desires, all attractive, unmanifested to mundane eyes. If mundane eye is there, he won't be able to see. Even Krishna himself come in front of it, he won't be able to see Krishna. Okay, transcendental to the manifest and unmanifested. Okay, so this is beyond the manifested and unmanifested world. Supreme destination. It is our aim to attain that. So that is the supreme destination. The life goal of this human life is to attain that destination, attain to pass the exam and to go to that destination. Okay, that is the life goal. That is the perfection of life we should all strive for. Okay, and a place of no return. If we are going there, we don't want to come back to this world again. Okay. Then section number 6, the supremacy of devotion in attaining the supreme. Okay. Then subsections are there: attaining the supreme through the mystic yoga and attaining the supreme from the bhakti yoga. Okay.
Yatra kale tvana vrittim chaiva yoginaga prayata yanti tam kalam bhakshyami bharatarshabha.
O best of Bharatas, I shall now explain to you the different time in which passing away from this world yogi does and does not come back. So yogi is there. If he is using he is passing away in the perfect time, then he will attain to Krishna. So that is what Krishna is telling. Those who know the Supreme Brahman attain that Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the fiery God in the light at an auspicious moment of the day, during the fortnight of waxing moon, or during the 6th month when the sun travels to the north. So these are the time mentioned when the yogi, Ashtanga yogi leaves, mystic yogi leaves this body, they can attain. The mystics who passes away from this world during the smoke, the night, the fortnight of the waning moon, or the 6th month when the sun passes to the south, reaches the moon planet, but come back again. So if they are passing in this time, they will go back to moon planet and they will come back again. So this is what it is explained. Okay, so yogi is there, jnani is there. So the time period in the light, etc., whatever is described, light this way, they will attain. The result is they will attain the Brahma Jyoti. Karma Kand is there. Okay, they do not know about Krishna. So in the darkness, they will pass in the darkness. So what will happen? Attain the heavenly planet and then return to the earth. Okay, so they will go to higher planet. They will come back to earth if they have done any pious activity. But a devotee, okay, there is no restriction of time. Anytime they are passing, they will remember Krishna and they will attain Krishna Loka. So this is the greatest benefit. This is the greatest assurance. This is the greatest insurance you have, that if you are devotee, anytime you pass, you will attain Krishna. Okay.
Naite sriti partha janan yogi muhyati kaschana tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna.
So Krishna is saying, Naiti partha yogi muhyati kanchana. So these two paths, whatever the two paths that has been explained in the previous sloka, yogi already know, but they are not bewildered. They are not muhyati. Yogi muhyati kanchana. They are not muhyati. They are not bewildered. Why they are not bewildered? Tasmat sarvesu kalesu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. Because they are always engaged in devotion, and when they are engaging in devotion, there is no limit of time. Whenever they will leave the body, they will attain Krishna only. So although the devotee knows the two paths, O Arjuna, they are never bewildered. Therefore, be always fixed in devotion. Okay, so always fix your mind in devotion. In this way, you will go back to Krishna.
Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva daneshu yat punya palam pratishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam upaiti chadhyam.
There are many pious activities mentioned here. Vedeshu, yajneshu, tapesu, yagya, tapa, punya, pal, all those things are there. But a person who is situated in the devotion, they will have all the fruits. Okay, so what is that written? Let's read. A person who accepts the part of devotional service is not bereft of the result derived from studying the Vedas, performing the austere sacrifices, and giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and philosophical activity. So whatever a Gyan Yogi is doing, whatever a Karma Yogi is doing, whatever Tapasya, Gyan, Tapasya is doing, they are reading the Veda, all things are there. But a Bhakti Yogi will have, they are not bereft of the results. So all the results the Bhakti Yogi will attain certainly. Okay, so they don't have to do all those things. Okay. At the end, he reaches the supreme abode. So they will get all the results also, and they will attain the supreme abode also. So that is the thing. So this was the last shloka of chapter number 8. So 6 sections we have discussed, and we have discussed from 1 to 4 Krishna's answer to Arjuna's question. So 8 questions Arjuna asked, Krishna is answering. 8.5 to 8, remembering Krishna at the time of death. So now Krishna is emphasizing how to remember Krishna at the time of death. From 9 to 13, remembering Krishna through the meditation. So Ashtanga Yogi, life we are fixing between the eyes and the Agya Chakra. So Jnana Chakra, so many things were there, reciting Om, all those things we have read. Then 14 to 16, pure devotional service, remembering Krishna through the pure devotional service, very easy. 17 to 22, comparing the material world and the spiritual world. What is the difference between the material world and spiritual world? So that is what Krishna is explaining. And 23 to 28, the supremacy of devotion in attaining the supreme. So we have read about Ashtanga Yogi. So time difference, different times are there. When they are passing, they will attain like that. Karma Kandi, like that. But the devotee, he doesn't. He is not bewildered through all those parts, because he is constantly engaged in the devotional service. He don't have to think all those things. Krishna will take care of all those things. So that is the thing. So this way we have come to end from the chapter number 8. We have taken nearly 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, small chapter, so finish this quickly. If you have any question, you can raise your hand.
There's a question in the chat, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Is the Mataji here? It says, one attains the same body, whatever he thinks while dying. What about bondages? Suppose if a person thinks of a son or daughter or mother.
That I have already taken during the class, Mataji. The rat example I was telling, that if a person is too much attached to the house, they will become like dog. If you're too much attached to the family members, some other creature he can become in the same family. Okay, so they will be attached like that. So that is the thing. It is not like that humans are only attached to the family members. Other creatures are also attached. Okay, so that is the thing.
I don't see any other question in the chat, Prabhu. Prerna Mataji, do you see something?
No, Mataji, I cannot see.
No, Mataji, nothing is there in the chat.
Mitra Mataji, would you like to ask a question?
I was thinking, thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, that Bhruvor Madhye, that practice Ashtanga Yoga and Yoga Mishrit, all these things are immaterial, no, once we get involved in devotion, Prabhuji.
So what happens, Mataji, this Ashtanga Yogi, by using the Ashtanga Yoga, after the perfection of Ashtanga Yoga, they will come to Bhakti Yoga only. Okay. So after doing the Ashtanga Yoga, they will come to know that, okay, Supreme is there inside us. We should remember, we should also meditate on that. And when they come to know that he has a person form also, and I should serve that personal form, then he will start the Bhakti Yoga only. So the Ashtanga Yoga is a way to attain the Bhakti Yoga. So that is the thing. So this is like a way. So he will come back to Bhakti only. At last, every person who will be attaining Krishna, they will do Bhakti. Before doing Bhakti, no one will we will be going to Krishna. So that is the thing. So when a person does bhakti, then only he will go to Krishna. Whatever things he has done, they will come back to Krishna and in the bhakti yoga, and then they will start doing the bhakti, and then only they can attain the Supreme Lord. That is the thing.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
thank you so much. Really such a wonderful chapter and all the shlokas. Thanks a lot, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji,
Yes,
for giving me
Mataji.
this opportunity.
You are also reciting very nicely, Mataji. And,
Prabhuji, nothing is in our hand. I don't know. It's really Krishna's mercy, because today, in fact, 5% I was not attending the class. It's only his call I attended. Thank you, Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji. Thank you,
She's
Mataji.
finished the disciple course also, Prabhu.
IDC, she has finished, Mataji.
Yes,
Prabhu.
I
Yes,
finished.
Mataji. Then initiation is the last, and then new journey will start after the initiation, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I think we can end the session. It's pretty
Okay,
late.
Mataji. So we'll meet. I will be next week. I will be in my home, so I don't think it will be possible to take classes. I will inform you earlier only, Mataji. So 2 chapters we have. Last chapter also we don't have any question. So I don't. I think that devotees should read both the chapter. Okay, maybe Rath Yatra is there, many Rath Yatra, so that might be they are not able to read. So both chapter you finished. Chapter number 7, chapter number 8, or any question is there, you can put chapter in that. Okay.
I'll send the group. I'll send the quiz link, Prabhuji or Mataji. I will send it today again.
Yes. Okay, Mataji. So we'll meet
Prabhuji,
again.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have a request.
Yes,
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
can you please allow Nandita Mataji to share the YouTube link, at least in this class, while she is sending the attendance link, so that we can watch the video again? And
so I will tell
as
you,
I'm making
Mataji, how
notes.
to, how to, means where you can find the YouTube link. I will tell you, Mataji. So this is my screen. So I will open the YouTube. And the YouTube channel link, you have, all of you have subscribed to YouTube channel. So I will just go through the YouTube channel.
Prabhuji, you are telling about the playlist, right?
Yeah. So you can open the playlist, and all the classes I'm updating on that. So
yeah, in playlist I've checked, but I think few classes were not there. So
if I have not taken the classes, it won't be there. So let me open where is the playlist. I think it is in the saved playlist. Created playlist, it will be there. Or you can search from here. Yeah, the previous classes. Yeah, so this is the playlist. Yes, Mataji.
yes, Prabhuji, I've already seen this playlist. So, Prabhuji, in case you are not taking the lecture and some other Mataji is taking, those lectures will not be here, those chapters?
They will be in the this Mataji in the YouTube channel only, but they won't be organized. Like this is from chapter 1, chapter 2, then chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, part 1 is there. Then chapter 5, after chapter 5, part 1, chapter 5, part 2, and chapter 6, part 1, Mataji has taken. So these chapters are not there. Then chapter number 7, last chapter we have done. And today I will update chapter number 8. So I will add from here chapter number 8. Okay, Mataji, I will add.